Chat, here we go. We have got more Ashllxyy replays. You know them, you love them. This time, it's a EU versus NA matchup. I'm pretty sure because Ashllxyy is queuing NA. And this server is not so bad for him. 104 ping for Ashllxyy, playing against Fast. This is the same day that lots of different Ashllxyy replays that you guys have seen are going to show up. That was a fast dribble. I know we're watching Fast, but that was an insanely quick dribble. I'm basically still doing the intro, but that was a nutty, speed from the far back corner. He didn't end up scoring it, so it didn't end up really mattering, but boy, did he come out with heat. That being said, Ashllxyy, the top EU player, currently ranked right now as I'm recording the video, which is a couple days after these were played, 13th in the world. And who's ranked 14th? None other than Fast on the other side of the field. Fast in the orange team, Ashllxyy in the blue team. Fast, the 14-year-old, I believe, a 1v1 player, part of the next-gen squad. You guys have seen Fast a lot. He's going to see if he can hold on to his rank points against one of the best EU players in the game who has reasonable ping. I mean, no doubt that Fast has a ping advantage on in this game. But 8 to 100, 100 could be a lot worse. These guys in Rule 1, they were not willing to just sit and play an overtime game, which I have seen before. Ashllxyy instead going to break it and score the first goal. So we'll see if that energy comes back to haunt him. Even though I've said multiple times before, the Rule 1 doesn't really exist in 1v1s. Because it just doesn't make any sense. Especially if the goal scored is not tied. But Ashllxyy, a play for the corner. Shortly after the kickoff, Fast trying to delay the kickoff. It hasn't really worked for him. In fact, he might get scored on again. I think Ashllxyy could have played that quick, but didn't recognize that that would be the best option. Him slowing it down just made it a little bit easier for Fast to stay relevant in the play after he had spawned with no boost, or not spawned, but used up his boost off the kickoff. My guess is Ashllxyy was also very low, is the reason why he was trying to get cheeky to see if he could get away with playing a low-speed play. Ashllxyy, his air dribble flip reset, is going to hand over possession for absolute free, and Fast will punish it with a great flick top shelf. Ashllxyy off the wall. Cannot find the tight Doomsy. Does grab the boost in midfield though. Got himself a lot of space. Gonna take this one off the ground bounce. Not a bad idea. Much easier to set up, and he'll just let Fast flip by the ball. And I feel like those have started to become a hugely popular way to score air dribbles and flip resets. As long as you keep threatening the entire way through every bounce, you can get away with missing a lot more attempts than you otherwise could, as long as you make sure you land behind the ball and can pop up again with it. We've seen people stretch that out to even a couple bounces before eventually scoring. And as you saw, defenders, they have to worry about every possible threat. Fast pre-jumping in case the shot was coming a little bit earlier, and Ashllxyy can get away with just rolling it in on what was basically, a failed air dribble attempt. He didn't really find any good options, so all he had to do was hover behind the ball and eventually got a goal. You can't wait for Sweden to see low ping Khaled 1v1. Yeah, do you think Khaled will find a way to play 1v1? You think they'll get 1v1s at Sweden? Because truly, that does feel like something the 1v1 community wants real bad. Is a time for some 1v1ers from across the world who've never really been able to play fair games, playing on a LAN environment. Ashllxyy, great use of the flip early. Ashllxyy has been clutching out all these kickoff situations. This is twice in a row. This one was much more impressive than the last, as he read Fast's early challenge and used the flip right away. But he also scored a nice power shot off the ground in the kickoff situation. He's found himself in another open field situation off the kickoff. This time the setup not nearly as good. So Fast will not only save it away, but counter it. And that was a tight window that Fast just sniped that hook shot into. Any slower, and Ashllxyy was certainly going to be able to get back. So an impressive play from Fast. Good execution from him. And that's something we expect to see all the time from Fast. When he is going for, you know, a certain play, he knows how to get it done and move his car the way he needs to. But just might not be the best at making all the right decisions and putting his car in the right spot. This time he reads an Ashllxyy fake kickoff. Ashllxyy, an aggressive challenge into the corner. Fast will get an open net. He did not want to be bested. Fast, you know, who drove around that car last second not to get the touch, technically had the advantage after Ashllxyy had faked it and, you know, basically been perfectly red. So he tried his best to earn it back by going for an insane pre-jump, which is something to be expected from Ashllxyy. He loves to play that aggressive, almost like clip-worthy style in every moment. A little 1v1 tournament before the main event? Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be so sweet if they did some kind of 1v1 thing, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ashllxyy, another moment. We saw him playing Jack earlier where he just thought the aggressor was going to turn around and fake and not challenge the ball. Just sat and watched and let it get boomed right over the top of him. Fast will go up 7-6 because Ashllxyy felt too confident. Yo, boom, shakalaka. Thank you for the tier 1 for 3 months, man. 3 months, long time. And you will be rewarded with a new badge, I believe. So thank you for 3 months. Appreciate it. Fast, the challenge in the ceiling. Doesn't matter. Wait. Did it hit the ground? Oh, my goodness. I did not realize that this happened in this game. Seconds left to go. Here, we're going to watch this again from Ashllxyy's perspective. We got a sub, which slightly distracted us. So, 7-6. Let's go back to the last kickoff, right? I think it was somewhat recent. Okay, here we go. 22 seconds left to go. Ashllxyy gets scored on. Let's watch it again from Ashllxyy's perspective. Both of them go wave dash kickoff. Fast wins the race to the side boost, so Ashllxyy heads back to the corner. Fast, not a great boom. He did not need to do that. He just basically booms the ball away. Lets Ashllxyy have it. And Ashllxyy, a bit of a weak dribble attempt, but he gets it right back. A great aerial play. Fast covers it, but not really. And the pre-flip from Ashllxyy. He just needed to get there to tap it in the net right before the 0 second. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal for Ashllxyy. But Fast will win the first game between these North American and EU players. Game number 2 between Fast and Ashllxyy. The North American versus EU matchup we all didn't know we wanted, but we love to see. Game 1, almost going to overtime. Ashllxyy about a half ball's length away from scoring. Oh my goodness. Did Fast just warp through that ball? Am I crazy? Or did Fast just warp through that ball? Well, I'm sorry, I have to go back and watch. I don't... Oh, did he just skim right over it? Sorry, we try our best to avoid these situations. I don't want to do this too much because then it makes the video hard to watch. But did his wheel just go through it? All right, we're going to slow it down a lot. Oh, a little bit. Not really. I guess it makes sense that his hitbox, the hitbox is slightly raised. I'm sure that Fast did not appreciate not touching that ball there. That felt like he was going through it. Anyways, Ashllxyy will get the first goal. Ashllxyy in the Fennec now has had enough of the Octane. I think every other replay we've watched him in, he was in the Octane, including some of the games he played after this one. So I don't know if that, you know, is a secret to how it ends up going for him, that he doesn't stick with it, but I guess we'll see. I honestly don't know who wins. Fast, a nutty shot from the corner, got a great angle. Used all 100 of his boost here, and it got him to win the kickoff, but it might have been the difference between being able to score that and, you know, giving Ashllxyy time to come back when you have absolutely nothing left over. Your car is so stagnant. We watched Fast, you know, slowly roll to that ball. Oh, he did not deserve this one. That was a mistake from Ashllxyy on defense. He must have missed some kind of wave dash in the corner there to not get back in time, because that was a net that should not have been nearly that wide open. Fast in control of a kickoff, falling from the ceiling, and will get dunked away. Not the best of execution. Just like we, you know, hyped Fast up earlier for good execution. Of course, he's going to have to make a big mistake. But the one thing that he did do well on that last possession that he was not doing well all last game was getting kickoff control. He had given up so much kickoff control to Ashllxyy, and Ashllxyy, who got the first kickoff shot on this possession, gets saved away. Ashllxyy, continuation, Fast. I'm going to jump up and use the very little bit of boost he did have to make that save. It was a high enough bounce that Fast could not get away with just sitting on the ground. And it was a bit of a short, you know, shot from Ashllxyy. Going up for that, not sure that that's exactly what he meant to do, but forcing the bounce. And what is going on with Ashllxyy on defense? I feel like we've seen a few different misses like this. Maybe some lag. How's his server going for him this time? Oh, 96. Even better server for Ashllxyy this time around. Oh, good night, Meta Mark. Thanks for hanging out. Ashllxyy, the ceiling reset catch. Oh, it was such perfect play. He saw Fast doing a good job covering that near side of the net. So he just picked the ball right back up, tried to carry it into the top corner, but just got a little overzealous. Gave it too much power as it hit off the backboard instead. Ashllxyy seemed like he was trying to wait for Fast to come in, challenge to make a touch, but Fast forced him to try and flip it back into him. He did a good enough job to get it out of his half, but a demo, and now lots of space for Fast. Ashllxyy picking up pads, not going to take the time to get 100. Brings his challenge out to midfield to force Fast up into the air and make a play from far away, but you know, Fast executed perfectly. It's going to be really hard to stop somebody, you know, off a respawn like that. You don't want to just sit and wait and let that offender come all the way to the net. So Ashllxyy, you know, doing a pretty standard method of just coming out to midfield, a far shadow, force Fast to start his play earlier than he'd like to, and just didn't matter. A perfect quick reset crossbar down. Ashllxyy will tie it up though. Fast, great execution on a zero boost flick. Great to tilt his nose down and let that back of the car flip through and really connect to get the extra power. If you just set up, you know, that ball on top of your car and front flip, it is not going to get that kind of heat or placement that you see from these top players who are ripping those shots. So it is a very, you know, mechanical play. Not a tough one for these guys by any means, but a serious adjustment, especially with zero boost. Ball on top of your car, you have to generate all that power from the flip. And Fast knows exactly how to do it. Players have, you know, an easy time doing it when they're pulling it backwards. You know, the way the car flips, like musties get that extra strength really, really easily. And you have to adjust it a little bit to make sure you get the front flip power as well. Ashllxyy straight down the center of the field. A soft shot, but Fast. And the way he's shadowing, could not get a clear away. Feer, do you wish to get into casting or LCS in the future? Or do you want to keep casting as a hobby? You love my casting. I appreciate it. Yeah, I would totally be down to have casting be a job, but I just don't think it's really close to happening. And I've mentioned this before. If I had to pick between being able to, you know, live off of the stream or live because I got a casting like RLCS job without streaming, I would pick the stream. You know, the best world is to have them both. And, you know, I think they might be tied hand in hand in the way that, you know, I'm sure casting something like RLCS would be very helpful And also, doing well with the stream could be very helpful into getting my name out to cast and RLCS. So I think they go a little bit hand in hand. But right now, you know, just doing it as a hobby and having fun. Grinding. Trying to put out a lot of content. And not burn out too much and just keep it from becoming a chore. And I think I've done that okay so far. That being said, we're talking to chat again. We got another really close game with 15 seconds left to go. Ashllxyy the flick from midfield and a 7-6 lead. 12 seconds left to go. A nice play. We didn't really cover any of the crucial plays rolling to these final moments. But it does seem like Fast could have one more opportunity to make a play. He doesn't have any boost. Ashllxyy, I'm surprised, didn't just come in from behind and bump him. But it's not going to matter either way. He gets the 50, taps it to the ground. Ashllxyy gets the win in this second game. Both of them winning by 1. And basically an even split between North America and EU. And that makes sense because these guys are rated exactly next to each other. I think they're about 1 MMR off of each other right now on the leaderboard. So EU NA is equal? Did we ever think about that? Maybe not greater than or less than? Maybe just equal.